So come to the data cleansing, sir, here. So data cleansing point of view also, there are some limitations. So first of all, what do you mean by data cleansing? Majorly here, two works will be there, sir. Especially number one, handling the nulls. You can say like nulls means whenever the values were missed, you will get null values. How to clean the nulls? Like one of the regular way we will see. What approaches you will follow is approach number one. Replace all nulls with some constant. So this is one of the regular technique he applies. And second approach, remove the rows which have nulls. So these are the two types of techniques he will be following. But these two techniques are may not fit for all the situations. Best example, if you observe one data, I am giving you one data called info. The info. For easy sake, I am taking only two columns, name and sex. Of course, data is purely structured here. I am not going to touch the unstructured part into this means. And observe here, the first person name Ravi is a male, sir. Second person Lata, female, sir. John, gender mixed, and Jessica, gender mixed, and Rani, gender mixed, and Shiva, gender male, Mani, male, and mixed. This is the data given to you. So that means here totally 8 rows in this example, 4 rows are with sex value, and for remaining 4 rows, the sex value got missed. But as part of the cleaning, if I apply the first approach, is it correct for this data? If I replace all nulls with some constant, suppose let's say all nulls I am going to replace with male, invalid operation. If I do this one, this may be correct for John, but this may not be correct for Jessica. Okay? And second point is just to try to understand so that the first approach cannot be applied into this particular situation. And suppose if I try to remove the rows which have nulls, almost 50% of data I will be losing. Okay, so here I will be losing information about John, Jessica, Rani and Ram, and all this information I will be missing. But within the missed data there can be a lot of useful information. So that's why here, especially in this situation, second approach also I cannot apply. But one question for all of you. Don't look at all of you, so was for some time look at only the name column, sir. Don't look at sex column. So try to answer yourself, Ravi. Just by seeing this name Ravi, you are not seeing the picture of the Ravi. You are not seeing the live being of the Ravi. You are just seeing the name called RAVN. Just by seeing the name Ravi, you have some prediction about this Ravi, whether he is a male or female. Okay? According to my interpretation, Ravi is a male, Lata female, John male, Jessica female, Rani female, Shiva male, Mani male, Ram male. Our brain is able to recognize the genders, but unfortunately our computing machines, our popular databases or our applications cannot recognize it. Okay, there is no difference between JOH and John and ABCD normal characters. System point of view, that is just a set of characters, that's it. But it cannot understand. So by seeing your name, okay, this is city name, this is a person name, this is okay. By seeing the person name, this is a male, this is a female, it cannot understand anything. But our brain could able to do that one. So what is the thing missing into the system? Because systems are having a lot of computing power. Systems are having here a lot of computing power when compared with even brain also. So, but our brain could able to recognize it, system could not able to recognize it, means the system is not yet trained. Our brain got trained about naming patterns here. All of you getting my point, sir? Our brain already trained about Indian naming patterns, English naming patterns, that's why it could able to recognize. For example, if I give you some new name, the new name is like this, Ebone. If I ask you, what is the gender of this Ebone? We might be in confusion state. Okay? Because that is not the Indian name, that is not English name. Getting the point, sir? This might be some other Hebrew naming pattern. But I don't know Hebrew naming pattern, I cannot recognize it. You don't know, you cannot recognize it. But we people for some time, for some days, got trained about Hebrew naming patterns. Then if any name comes to you, then you can easily predict it. So here, in this context, how your brain got trained on such a way, if I train my application, there is an approach to train the applications, that is what machine learning or deep learning, such kind of things. So by using data examples, by using data patterns, train the applications, that means train the models, this is the approach of machine learning. Okay? So using some technique, if I train my model, that means if I train my application, next onwards my application will be recognizing the things. Understanding the point, sir? So this is what, as part of the data cleansing, that too, one of the major responsibilities handling nulls. This is one limitation for the traditional data analyst. Here, the data scientist, in this context, the data scientist is going to train the application which can recognize by seeing the person name, whether he is a male or female. On such a way, application have to automatically predict it. Of course, there will be challenges. There are some names which can be confused. Suppose if you talk about this name called Krishna, this Krishna is available for males and also for above females. But based on the probability base, the application will be predicting. Most of the males are having Krishna, the name Krishna. So that's why application will predict that by seeing the name called Krishna, it will say as a male. But we cannot expect 100% of accuracy for the cleaning activity here. Almost like 98% or 99% we can expect. That depends on how well you train your application. So with how many patterns that you train your application depends on that one, applications will be predictive. So this is what actually the data scientists do. Okay, still a lot of other data cleansing limitations, not only this null handling, a lot of other cleansing activities will be there. So for this, one more example I want to touch you. As part of still cleansing, another activity, regular activity as part of cleansing is a data deduplication. Deduplication. Duplication means, deduplication means elimination of the duplicate records. There are a lot of choices, like a lot of chances that duplicates can enter into your analytics system. Because your profile can be available with LinkedIn, your profile is available with Facebook. Whenever I dump your data, whenever I got our profile content, so your profile got repeated here. Okay? So now, how to eliminate the duplicate records? What is the style of traditional data analyst? Just try to understand. Still I am taking one more data set here. The data set is info. So here also I am keeping very few fields to understand easily. Name is there, phone number is there, and city is there. Okay, think that only 3 fields we have. That means in our table, you have 3 columns. The first column name is like this. Let's say Ravi. Phone number 12345. City Hyderabad. The second person name K Ravi. Still phone number is same 12345. City HYD BAD. The fourth person, the third person, still the same guy, Ravi, 12345, but following some standard for this, plus 91, okay, and after that some brackets, such kind of some phone kind of format he is following like this. And finally the city name he is typing as Hyderabad. The third person different, who is Rani. Phone number might be very different, 67. The location is Delhi, like this. So now there are 4 rows, sir. So generally in RDBMS, to eliminate your duplicate records, what is applied is distinct will be applied. By using distinct or by using group by, you can eliminate duplicates. But if I apply the distinct process for this data, what will be eliminated? Nothing will be eliminated. Okay? Because as per distinct, if all columns matched in a row, then only it reads that 2 rows are duplicates. So here Ravi is the value, here K Ravi is the value. Not exactly matched. Phone number matched, okay, but the city is not matched. Still, if you come to the third column, nothing is matched here. Now RDBMS treats that. So what it treats? These 3 persons are different. But in fact, our brain understands what here? Our brain understands these 3 persons are one single person, right? So how you are understanding? Because the name can be duplicated. My name is Bharat, your name also can be Bharat. There is a chance, including the initial name, the names can be the duplicates. But your phone number, my phone number is not different. Your city, my city might be equal or might not be different. Okay. But here you are understanding these 3 names are same by having some additional support called phone number and additional support called city. That too, if you talk about this city is specified in different varieties. In first row that is HYD, second row HYD BAD, third row Hyderabad. These are the first two are the short forms of the Hyderabad. Your brain is able to understand. That's why majority of the features matched, 99% of the features matched. That's why you are saying that these 3 persons are same. Then manually you can eliminate the 2 duplicates. But when you apply the distinct function of your SQL, programmatically you cannot eliminate such kind of things. Getting this point, sir? That means your brain already got trained about here phone number patterns and different city patterns. On the similar style, if I could able to train my applications, my application will also do like your brain only. So this is what actually the scientists do. So in this way, you talk about business team, business intelligence team, they have some limitations. Data analyst team have some limitations. So you are going to here to provide solutions for those problems by training the applications. Up to now, as being suppose I am a teacher, I am a human, you are also a human. My student is also a human. A human to human training is happening. But in machine learning, in deep learning, what will happen is a human, by using data models, by using data patterns, he is going to train the models, not the human. Once model got trained, model will acquire the knowledge. This model acquired knowledge is called model fit. This essence will be deployed into the production applications. Then applications will do automatic predictions. Okay. So this is what the role of the scientist. Now come to the second role of a data analyst. Second category of the data analyst is statistical data analysis. Okay. So very soon we are going to, as we start our batch with statistics basics onwards, no need to worry about the statistics, whether you are from this background or not, it doesn't matter.